live stream in another episode of the Great Iron Capitol Hill podcast. I am your host, William.
And I'm your co-host, Bryson. Savage.
Um, this week starts Hell Week just because the amount of trying to keep it clean for the audience. Nah, fuck that bullshit that was
Yes,
happening last
sir.
week. The,
Yes,
the, the
sir.
type of bullshit that was happening last week. So each day this week. Now we were supposed to stream yesterday, but the conference championship games was on. It is what it is. So we
Yeah.
decided to watch that, and it is what it is. So we here. So for the next week, up until Friday, each day this week, we are going to be live streaming, and we are going to be touching on a specific topic that happened last week in terms of the January 6th rioters being pardoned, or immigration, or we're going to talk about healthcare even a little bit as well. So we gonna get into it. These these also live streams. We're gonna try to keep it an hour, keep it short. Then we're gonna take two live streams. So today and tomorrow, they will be put into an episode that will drop
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday. Those live
Saturday. No.
no. those live streams, those live streams Wednesday through Friday will be live streamed, and then Saturday will be compiled into one episode and dropped. So that's what we're going to do here. Um, Thoughts on the championship games? Do you want to start AFC, NFC? Which you want to start with first?
Let's start with the devil themselves, the Chiefs.
Yeah, okay,
So,
yeah,
man, good game. We finally we got to see in playoff environment, postseason environment. We got to see the best version of Josh Allen
yeah.
against the technically the
Well,
worst
here's the
version
thing.
of Mahomes. It's
Well,
crazy.
here's the thing, though. I think that the obviously he has lost some Mahomes 4 times now. Is
Yeah.
what it is. Um, I don't think he's never not played good football in those games. So it just the luck of the draw. I mean, I remember what was it, the first championship game that they played in? The man was playing phenomenal. I think that's the same game like Gabe Davis ended up with like 3 touchdowns, and they ended up losing the game in overtime. It's
Yeah.
because Josh Allen didn't get the ball back. Um, it just I don't know how the Chiefs keep getting out of these scenarios of where they should be losing or should lose, but somehow win the game. And mind you, that is a column of a good football team.
Yeah.
However, the amount of bullshit that goes on during the games takes away from that. Because certain shit will be called for other teams and shit, but when it comes to fucking Patrick Mahomes, that shit don't be getting called. Um, I did look. We were just talking right before we got on stream how that it was different seeing the Chiefs actually run Mahomes. He had 11 carries for 38 yards. Mahomes is not the fastest dude. Um,
Nah, he's not a scooter. He don't
he's
scoot.
not a scooter. He
He
don't scoot.
shuffles. He
He
shuffles his
skedaddles.
ass. He shuffles
Yeah,
his
he
ass down the
shuffles.
field.
Yeah, he shuffles and skedaddles at best. Other than
Yeah.
that he's not really a like super mobile quarterback. So for them to run the ball with him 11 times, either one or two things: either they know that their running game is a weakness, but Checho is not getting the job done. I
Mm-mm.
ran Cream Hunt into the ground. So the next
Poor guy.
stop, hey, we gotta start running you. And that's what they did yesterday. Like I said, he ended up with 11 carries for 38 yards.
A
Um, I
touchdown,
think
right?
I think so. He had a touchdown. I know Kareem had about 67 yards. Let me look up the
Yeah,
stats real
he
quick.
had like 60 something. Yeah, they're using Kareem Hunt as a battering ram, bro. Like they are
Yeah,
just running
yeah,
his
like
ass to
when
the
he,
ground.
like, bro, as soon as they put him on a roster, bro, hey, let's go ahead and give him 22 plus carries.
Yeah.
And by the time Pacheco came back, that man was cooked. Um,
Yeah. And Pacheco doesn't even have the same. It seems like he doesn't have the same. I ain't gonna lie. Even whenever Pacheco had, I guess you could say, his breakout season, I still didn't see explosiveness. I
yeah,
just
I mean,
saw someone who
very
runs
hard.
hard.
Like he just somebody that runs really hard.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for him, I consider him middle of the not even middle of the pack. He's a lower end starting running back.
Oh,
You
in
can
reality,
start,
yeah.
yeah. So like you can start him, but just know like he ain't gonna have like a crazy game. Like if he
He ain't
has a
better than
crazy
our
game,
running backs. He ain't better than our
yeah,
running
like
backs, y'all.
I would have so like if he has a breakout game, it's like oh shit, y'all let what's the name get all those yards on y'all? Y'all run defense is that bad? But let's see. Okay, so the Chiefs running wise, Green Hunt had 17 carries for 64 yards, 3.8 yards to carry. We had Patrick Mahomes. He had 11 carries for 43 yards, and he had two touchdowns on the ground.
Two. Okay, I kind of
He
thought
had,
I
he
knew he
had
had
two.
one.
He had two tutties on the ground. His passing numbers was okay. 18 of 26 to 245 for a touchdown. So he didn't completely shit the bed. This y'all, I know Chiefs fans may get mad at this. This is very much what's the name type numbers. Completely honest, this
Who?
is game manager numbers.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Game man, Brock Purdy
This
type
is
numbers.
these are yeah these are not the numbers that you would see from a a starting quarterback, like a premier, like a top tier starting quarterback at that. Because I know last week I was pissed at what's the name Josh Allen because like hey nigga you threw the ball fucking abysmal, but y'all found a way to show the game. I mean y'all found a way to win the game. So
Yeah.
it just goes to show sometimes if you have a really good team, you don't really need to throw the ball that much. But at the same time, they can't do the same shit against the Eagles.
Mm-mm. Nah.
And
The Eagles
we gonna
defense
get
is
it
gonna.
down.
Yeah, Eagles defense is
Cause
gonna smack
I
them in the
knew they
mouth.
was gonna cook. I said, oh, they finna cook because my mom thought it was gonna be a close game again. I said no. They coming off a win, obviously. Best running back in football this season. One of the best defenses this season.
Yeah.
What's name is fucking abysmal as a run defense in Washington. Saquon finna go nuts, and that's what he did. Um, they put up 51 fucking points. That's the most ever in a conference championship game as well. So that
They
just
kind
goes
of.
to show the Eagles are they hitting their stride at the right time. My only concern with the Eagles, that we talking about Super Bowl a little bit, is obviously Jalen Hurts.
Yep. Let's get it. Let's get to it.
You, we Jalen. Matter of fact, Saquon Barkley, please save us. Please save us, Saquon Barkley and Jalen Hurts. No three-peat. I don't want to hear my city happiness. Please, Saquon Barkley, please help us.
Yeah. Yeah.
because because if Jalen Hurts shits the bed and somehow the Chief defense decides to, oh, I don't know, want to actually stop the run, um, problems are ahead. Because the
Yeah.
last good passing game that I think Jalen had, the
With
game that he threw
Steichen.
five to no. When the last
Oh,
time
this year.
this year, I think he threw
Okay.
like five touchdowns. That was the last like really. Oh, like okay, Jalen, show us what you about. If they get in this funky ass Chiefs game and start doing shit they ain't supposed to be doing, I'm gonna be hot.
Yeah. I'll say
And
this.
then
Oh, great.
no, you good, you good.
Oh, I was gonna say. Jalen, take a step. Take a step. Take a step to the congregation right quick. Please do not try to put the team on your back. Do not try to put the team on your arm. You better
Yeah,
be telling Kellen Moore, I want to throw less than 25 times this game because we will
yeah,
win this game if that happens.
bro.
Jalen needs to have he needs to have at least one or two rushing touchdowns. I
because
don't want. He don't even necessarily has no pass touchdowns, in my opinion. He
here's
doesn't
my
have to.
thing. I think the Eagles defense, they gonna get it done. I think the weapons that they got on defense, so mind you, they got a Saquon type of player on defense with Zach Braun.
Zach Bond, yeah,
You brought in on a 1 year deal. The man's playing like the defensive player of the fucking year. So with that being said, I should see this game. It's gonna be close. Somehow the Chiefs are gonna make it close, and that's
yeah,
okay. But I see the Eagles coming out of this on top just because of Saquon. They have the ultimate Patrick Mahomes stopper on fucking offense. Run the fucking ball. Run the
yeah,
ball, bro. 22 personnel, 23,
yeah. Get those. To use those big bodies and lean on them, bro. Lean on
bro.
them.
Three,
They will
three,
break.
three linemen sit because they're gonna get sick of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You keep pounding. They're gonna get sick of that shit real fucking early. But obviously, I was hoping for the Buffalo Bills
Yeah,
to
that would have been a
win.
better game.
Yeah, it would have been a lot better game in my opinion. Just because it's not only it's fresh, but also it's with a fan base that a lot of people like. With a
Yeah,
fan base with a lot of people like. Because a lot of
yeah,
people surprisingly actually like the fucking Eagles.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Even though their fans are assholes.
That's what I was about to say.
Um,
That the fans,
yeah,
not
their
people may
fans
like
are
their
assholes,
fans.
but they love the team. With the
Yeah,
Bills, you don't really hear other than Chiefs fans talking shit on the Bills. You don't hear a whole lot of people hating on the Bills like that.
yeah,
So that I think that would have been a much bearable and enjoyable game to have. Um, but we're here. We're getting a rematch of, you know, I forget what fucking Super Bowl number it was when they played in 23.
I
Um,
remember.
I don't know either. Don't ask me too many. um, but, I will say, going to the NFC side of things real quick, the Commanders got a bright future ahead.
Yes.
They just got to get some better pieces in there defensively
Yeah. Yeah.
and offensively.
I think they
I
need
don't
one more
think
run. I think they need another receiver. I'll be honest.
they didn't know they need an actual running back.
That too.
Now
That
don't get me
too.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I like Austin Eckler. I think he's a very. I think he's the best pass catching back in the NFL. I like Brian Robinson Jr., but unfortunately, I see him as a number two back, not a number one.
Yeah.
So with
He's a
that being said,
complimentary back.
yeah,
Change the pace back.
they need somebody back there. Now, I want to say a name that he may be a top 10 pick this year, but I can see the Commanders possibly trading up for him, and that's Scatterboo.
You know, I
There's
was I was I was I was
Scatterboo.
saying,
He is to me. Scatterboo would be perfect for that fucking offense.
hey, I was thinking, please God, don't let the Chiefs get him.
Yeah, yeah.
Please.
No, I think the Commanders should trade up and get Scatterboo and take him as early as you can.
Yeah.
Cause after the performance he had in the college football playoffs, I know his stock is through the fucking roof right now.
Yeah.
So
And with
I
Saquon
so
doing
he
all this too, like doing all
yeah
this is increasing the running back market again.
yeah, which
So
is good. I think those running backs that got together, Taylor, Barkley, Henry, the top running backs in the league, they end up getting together in the group chat. It was like, we gotta fix this shit to where we are getting paid like we're supposed to get paid. Now, starting off with Jonathan Taylor, he he started. I think he got 3 to 4 years, like 40 something million or some shit like that.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, it just I can see the Commanders with Scatterboo. I think that offense can be opened up a lot more. Because now you don't have to rely on Jalen to pretty much carry the team. I'm not saying Scary Terry don't do his share. I'm not saying the wide receivers don't do their share. I think actually McCaffrey's brother, I think he's a very good receiver. He just needs more touches. Um but that running back spot is a weak point for them. They probably need a few more offensive line pieces. I would love to go back and see the offensive line play, see how they play together. I need to see where they rank this stuff as well to see what they can do. Because to be honest, completely honest, they should sign Ryan Kelly this offseason. Because Ryan Kelly, who was on my team in Indianapolis Colts, he is a free agent this year. I don't think the Colts are going to resign him. I think he'll be a perfect piece in that offense. He very much a power type center, but he can decently pass block as well. So with that being said, I think Washington, it just wasn't y'all day. I knew it was
Yeah.
gonna happen. I didn't know y'all was gonna get blown out like I did, but I knew it wasn't gonna be y'all day. Y'all was gonna, I had them losing by double digits. I had them losing by 14 to 17. I didn't think they was get blown out by 30 something points. That's a different story. They were just on one that day. So
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
Um, I I would say now I had the Commanders losing as well. I didn't put a number on it because I didn't I honestly just wanted to see. I didn't even want to have no bias, no nothing. I didn't want to even think about what the score was. I just wanted to let this experience. Um uh I agree with what you said about definitely about the O line. Washington, I think people kind of forget that before the year started, Washington had a Washington roster was ranked bottom tier. Like they had roster issues.
Yeah, I mean they
And I
still
think
do.
because of yeah, they still yeah, I'm saying they still
They
do.
still
Like
do.
even though Jaden did good and Jaden did good and the offense was humming, the defense made some plays. I have some of my old players there, Jeremy Chin, Frankie Luvu. Some of these guys make these guys showing up, but they still have roster deficiencies. Like
Yeah,
they still need secondary help, especially going to need secondary help because of that division they're in. You got
yeah,
premier receivers on every team
yeah.
in that division now.
When you got fucking receivers like Malik Neighbors running the fucking around, it's kind of you need top tier corners at least two
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be what's the name to be at least solid in that division.
yeah. So
Because I'm not gonna lie, Malik Neighbors, man, that that nigga should have been a top five. Was he a top five pick?
yeah,
He was. Man, that nigga should have went top three. But the amount of targets that nigga was getting to was fucking ridiculous.
yeah. He's
That
better than
nigga was
Harrison. I think he's better than
yeah,
Harrison.
yeah, yeah.
It's funny. I know this is off topic. Me and him actually, we're from. So on like Wikipedia and stuff like that says he's from Lafayette. He's actually from where I'm from. I
Oh,
trained
okay,
with him when he was younger. Yeah, when he was younger, I
okay,
trained with him. So
okay.
it's cool seeing him there. But I do think he's better than I think he's better than Neighbors
Hey, here's
and
the thing with Harrison.
Harrison.
You got to fight to his short minute quarterback. That at first wasn't
Well,
getting him to go.
you got to find the quarterback that doesn't that is
And also, you also have to
consistent.
understand. Also, you have to understand. They also have a phenomenal player in Trey McBride at the tight end position. Um, it just is some fact this nigga just wasn't scoring no touchdowns. Uh, he was just catching all the balls. He was getting
That shit's
them up,
hilarious.
bro. Kid you not? I waited to the end of the damn near end of the season to put him in a parlay. But I was like, I want to see how far this is going to go. And it's like week 12, week 13, and he gets 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 targets a game. Like he's the primary receiver. A tight end is. We just
Yeah.
in that state in the NFL, but he's the primary receiver, right? With that being said, all right, let me put him in parlay. I know he at least gets 6 catches. I know he at least gets 7. He decided that day. Kyle Murray decided that day to throw with the other people. That motherfucker ended up with 6 targets and 3 catches, and they went into overtime. I said, of
Was that
course
against
I did.
us?
No, I don't know who it was against.
It was
I
against
was like,
us. Think about it
bro, I
against us.
was
We
like,
we played it in overtime.
I, because I was hot, bro. I said 3 catches, bro. Look at all your other numbers before this game. What the fuck? Matter of
Yeah, I think
fact,
that.
it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Trey. Short man. What the fuck?
Hey man,
um,
Kyler's very inconsistent. This is problem. He just needs to stay
yeah,
consistent. Like when he's on one, he's top quarterback. When he's not, he's not. He's bad. He can be bad,
yeah.
man. He can. I don't know what they're gonna do with that squad, but um, I hope Washington. Back on Washington. I hope Washington. Everybody. I think everybody in the league realize now that like whenever you have a quarterback like a Jaden Daniels, a quarterback that is good at avoiding sacks, like he's just really good at avoiding sacks. You shouldn't care about your tackles.
Yeah,
Care about your interior, because your tackles he can step up, he can roll out, he can
yeah.
do those things. He has that ability, but he can't do anything if he immediately has pressure in the middle.
Coming, yeah, come in the
So
middle. But also, I know one play this season he got completely blasted because he just didn't make the check. He didn't make the hot read, and he got completely blasted. So that's on him. That's say as well. He's got to get better at also at his reads and pre snap check downs and whatnot. He
yeah,
got to get better at that because I ain't gonna lie. I'm because Cam Newton played it during his podcast. I was like, damn, yeah, Kyle, you got fucked up in the back and from your blind side. That's the bad part. It
yeah,
came from his blind side, so Kyler didn't even see it coming. So it was just like, you gotta get better at that. Is what it is.
yeah,
That's on you.
yeah,
But but back to the championship game though. I think the Bills played a great game. Even just looking numbers wise, they played great. I will say Keon Coleman, they need to do something with him. And I'm not saying he's a bad receiver either. They're gonna have to try to get him the ball more. Because there ain't no way you have a top receiver coming in and you have one catch for 12 yards. Now either that's one or two things. Either he's down on the depth chart or they just rotate people in different plays and different packages and whatnot. Because you got Hollins, you got Shakir,
Shaquille.
excuse me, Shakir, my bad. I don't want to get the name wrong. Queer, Shakir, Amari Cooper, and you got Curtis Samuel. Okay,
A lot of
that's
slot guys.
yeah, that's four receivers right there. Keon Coleman makes fifth, and I think that's okay. That's Ty Johnson.
So you also got Dalton Kincaid too. That's really a receiver
But
too. Really,
that's a tight. Well, yeah, that's a tight end, but
as a
Kincaid is
target. I'm
really
just
good.
saying as a
Yeah,
target wise,
target. But yeah, but like I know Shakir is going to get majority of the targets. He did. He didn't get his 6 catches yesterday. Um, James Cook, he had 3 catches for 49 yards. Amari Cooper had 4 catches for 33. Kincaid had 2 catches for 13, and Keon Coleman had 1 catch for 12 yards. Dawson Knox had 1 catch for 7. Curtis Samuel had 1 catch for 4 and a touchdown. He caught one of the 2 touchdowns that Josh Allen threw. It's just a simple fact is this. Um, they're gonna have to start putting him in positions where he can get the ball more or
yeah,
put him in more packages. Now, I don't know about Amari Cooper's contract situation, but I think they should let him walk just
yeah,
because of the age. Just let him walk. You have a young receiver. Don't need to keep a boatload of like receivers, and also you want your young gun to get more catches and get more
yeah,
touches. I think Keon Coleman had a decent rookie season. He does. I think he just buried in the depth chart, and it
yeah.
happens.
And I think they're also trying to figure out his skill set because like he's a big slot guy. Like he's not an ex
Yeah,
receiver. He's a big slot guy. Um, so especially with big slots, sometimes it takes big slots that don't have number one potential. He's not a number one yet. He could become an
yeah,
outside guy, but right now he's a slot. I think that eventually, that they'll figure out how they're gonna use him. But he definitely needs to work on. He definitely needs to work on trying to become. If he can become an X receiver, that'd be good. I think Josh Allen. I think that game they was missing a legitimate receiving threat. I think that's gonna take them over the hump.
Yeah,
Over
yeah,
KC. I know Stephon Diggs. He was there, but Josh Allen wasn't playing the same way he was now. He's
yeah.
more content with taking. All right, defense, you're gonna give me this. I'm taking that. Fine, let's check down. That's fine. 5 yards. That's fine. I'll take that. He's not looking to make those crazy play. Those not crazy, but those plays where he overdoes it. Did you see the I saw a animate not an animation. It was a I don't know what to call it, simulation, but it basically was an all 22 of that last play, but
Hmm.
it had like the circles with like the players' numbers, and it showed them moving with
Yeah,
the play. Allen missed the check down, bro. It was wide open.
it happens. Sometimes,
It is, yeah, it is. It was a big moment. He didn't have
I
a lot of time either. The time was
yeah,
going, like the play clock was going down. Like he really
yeah,
had, you know,
yeah. It
he snapped
happens
the ball at 1 second.
because,
So
like, obviously, we are not playing position, and we're watching on TV, so we can see the check down.
yeah,
Sometimes I understand with these quarterbacks, they don't see the check down necessarily right away. Sometimes they don't like throwing the check down. They want the big play to move to push the ball down the field because they feel like, okay, we got this allotted out of time. If I go for the check down, yeah, we get the first, but we still got a lot of yards to catch up to. So I can understand sometimes not throwing the check down.
yeah. I blame that last play on coaching though, because you didn't give him a answer to the test. Like
Yeah,
like obviously hindsight, like I just said, the running back was the answer. But as a coach, that's your fault. You
yeah.
should have gave him an
At the
answer
end of
that
the
he
day,
can I
that he can
blame
figure
coaching
it
on
out.
that. Yeah.
But man, well, we got the Eagles and Chiefs again for the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar and Scissors for the halftime show. Um, we gonna give y'all more like full announcement breakdown of that game
Oh
in
yeah.
the upcoming weeks. So, well, a couple of weeks. I think the Grammys are first, and then it's the Super Bowl. One of the two. Either the Grammys are first, then we get the Super Bowl, or we get the Super Bowl first, then we get the Grammy. I forget how the fuck it goes sometimes. They switch it up every year. Sometimes we'll get the Grammys first, then we get the Super Bowl. Sometimes we'll get the Super Bowl first, then we get the Grammys. So I got to look up and see when the Grammys are, and that's when I'm kind of know when yeah. But let's get into the topic of discussion. Now, obviously, old boy was inaugurated in January 20th. The motherfucker already acting a fool. I said multiple times to multiple people in online, hey, when it comes to presidents in their second term, they are going to lean in into what they really want to do. Because guess what? After this, that's it. They get no more fucking chances. So this is their second term is really their fucking legacy. The first term, they just want to do enough get it to get elected again.
Yeah.
So this motherfucking day one come out the gate with the bullshit. So the first thing we gonna touch on is the January 6th riot. Now, and obviously, when it was time for Biden, he won the election in 2020. When it's time to certify the election results, white folks decided to lose their collective minds. The Trumpers, to lose their collective minds. They try to
High
go
mind
storm the
ass.
Capitol. The mind you, I think all of them should have been locked up for at least 5 years. But hey, neither here nor there. They're
Yeah.
white, so they get away with certain shit. It is what it is. Now, with that being said, people were saying, "Oh, Trump is going to pardon a lot of these people that's getting charged because he believes they're very fine people." So, with that being said, he did it. He did it. Now he kept saying that he wasn't going to, but I think by Tuesday he had signed them pardons. He had signed 1,500 pardons and commutations for these motherfuckers that broke the law. They tried to take over the government.
They would have killed the politicians if they would have been in there.
Bro, they killed police officers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did.
What
Yeah.
what happened to back to blue? Is back to blue? Is just one of them things that white
You know,
people
and it,
use to say, "Hey, black people, we don't give a fuck about y'all." Come on, man. Because if I'm supposedly this back to blue person, I would be upset. Hey, these people killed police officers. They assaulted police officers. Where's caring about the police officers? Where does that come about? Does not their lives matter? What
thought
the
it was all
fuck?
lives matter, cuz. Thought it was all lives
And
matter.
then the police, the biggest police union in the country that actually endorsed Trump was upset that he pardoned these people. What the fuck you think he was gonna do? He was telling y'all from the jump, or either lying about it, depending on the interview, that he's gonna say, "Hey, I'm pardon these people." Then he's like, "You know what? It's gonna be a case by case basis." His attorney general, Cam Body, said the same thing. It's gonna be a case by case basis. Next day, oh shit, he got 1,500 pieces of paper on his desk to sign. One of them, one of them, the dude got like 22 years. Pardon. He got 22 years for a reason. Keep
Yeah.
his ass in there. But instead, you release this man back out on the street. Fucking nuts. So I actually took down some notes while doing some research, right? Okay. First, Marco Rubio, you have no fucking backbone. You said that you was gonna be upset if Trump did this one exact thing in pardoning the Jan 6 rioters. He gets on TV and says he can't express his frustration and anger because he works for Trump. Rebuttal.
It's kind of like you said, the hive mind thing. Oh shit, phone just fell.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind
You
of
good?
like
You
the
good?
hive mind thing, right? Like they just kind of fall into line. Even the ones who will push back sometimes, and certain on certain topics they'll push back. Um, uh, they're still in that dear leader, my dear leader mentality. You know, hell,
Mm-hmm.
you know, not hell. I almost said hell, Hitler.
No, fuck that. They throwing up Nazi symbols. Yeah,
I didn't want to say it, but
they throwing it up. They throwing it up like it's a gang sign.
there is, there is. And it's sad to it's really sad to see that that people really can't stand on what they say, you know. Um,
Yeah,
I mean, what happened to holding our bosses accountable, you know?
yeah.
So
But I mean, this is the same party full of dudes like Ted Cruz. Donald Trump was talking about your father, saying he was part of the Kennedy assassination. Then he talked about your wife. Basically called her, hey, hey, yo, she's ugly as fuck, my guy. He ain't nothing special. And instead of, tooling up, my nigga, and being that resistance to get this motherfucker out the White House or not be president, what you do? You buckle down, you follow along, you do anything that the fuck that he says. You a bitch.
you're a shield, yeah,
You a
yeah.
bitch.
You're a
You a
shield,
bitch.
my guy. You're a shield.
You a bitch. Now, mind you, like I said earlier, people people did assault police officers. Do you know how many out of the 1,500?
I don't know how many.
Give me a guess. Give me a guess.
How many
How
other
many
people
think
assaulted
that
a police officer?
that was at that basically Klan fucking rally trying to take over the government? How many?
How
How
many
many
of
do you
them
think assaulted a
assaulted a
police
police officer?
officer?
I'd say 120. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Now let me go up. 340.
Close.
Too high, too low.
Too low.
God damn. Okay. 420.
Go down.
410.
Go down a little bit more.
400. God damn. Oof.
Bro, you telling me almost, goddamn, almost a third of your people that was there got charged with assaulting a police officer. Now I hear white folks telling black people all the time, hey, if you don't obey the law and you don't obey police officers, they should be shot on sight. I'm not saying it's right, but I see a situation we seen 400 people assault police officers and only one person died on the other side. That was old girl trying to climb through the window. Police said, fuck that nigga. Bam! Got
Bow.
her ass. Got her ass crawling through the window. Stop playing them fucking games. I told you to back the fuck up. You didn't want to listen. Bam! Put you to sleep permanently. Closed eyes. 6 feet under. This should have happened to those 400 people because they doing they're trying to take over the government, assaulting police officers. So now we got y'all in the crosshairs of a oxymoron. Oh, it's cool. 400 people assault police officers and not get shot. Well, Lord and
It's
behold,
cool
if I
when
run
y'all
away
do
from
it, but not when I
the
do it.
yeah, like Lord and behold, a black person running for a police officer, they should deserve to get shot in the back with the whole clip. The whole clip is what's the name? The whole magazine is empty. Like, come on. Like that's ridiculous. When I seen that number, I thought it was maybe like 50, 60 people. 400 y'all collectively got together and said, let's beat a police officer's ass. Not only that, you killed somebody. So y'all got one body and a whole bunch of ass whoopings. That's fucking ridiculous.
If I ain't gonna lie, if I was the family, I mean, could you even sue if you're the family of the person who got killed, the cop who got killed? I mean,
It depends. It depends. I think I'm not for sure if there are any, but I am going to look up. Um, has there been some what's the name lawsuits, like civil lawsuits towards people? I'm pretty sure a lot of these people that are getting out of jail, they are going to get hit with civil suits because you motherfuckers got to pay.
oh yeah,
You got to pay. Ain't no way. Um, let me get into some of these comments that people were making last week. So we have former U.S. District Attorney Judge Shira Sheldon. She agreed with the judges who sentenced the January 6 rioters and criticized Trump's pardon. They had a trial before a jury, and the jury convicted them. This is all nonsense. These are people. These people are not hostages. They are not heroes. They're not political prisoners. They're criminals. They attacked people. They assaulted people. He's 100% correct. Response.
she's very much correct. Is just sad how even the people who I guess believe that they are for the laws are only really for the laws when it benefits them. They're okay with the laws doing negative things to innocent people. But when
Yeah.
it's on their side and they're guilty, because think about it like this, for example. Now, they're basically doing the thing that they criticize black people for. You know how black people,
Yeah.
we might have somebody in jail, we might say free them, right? Sometimes they're innocent, sometimes they're guilty, right?
But
And we
I
gotta
will
say
say
free.
this though, I will say this though, as black people, we are coming around on saying free whoever, because we are realizing some of these motherfuckers deserve to be locked up.
Yeah,
You killed that mother or two. Go to jail.
yeah,
You shot
yeah,
into a crowd. Go to jail.
yeah,
Stop playing
yeah.
with
Black
me.
people, yeah, black people usually. I mean, usually it's more like family. Family to do that, but
Yeah,
like
but even then,
what?
even certain family members are saying, "I'm starting to see, like, you know what? You did that shit. Stay your ass in there."
Yeah, yeah. There's no for you if you did that, but they really are okay with this, and they're okay with this, and this sets a very bad precedent because
Yeah, it
now
really does.
people will think that, oh shit, I could be pardoned for Trump might actually
Yeah.
pardon me. And
Now I will
yo
say,
dumbass. I was gonna say your
but I
dumbass will
also
just end up in jail.
yeah, but also I will say one of I seen two people, three people. I know it was an old white lady for sure. She rejected the party, saying like, "Yo, I did it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I should be punished.
I saw her.
You're
Wasn't she
not
on
a
the
hero."
news?
Yeah, like yeah, she was on the news. I think she was on
Hmm.
CNN.
Yeah.
And hey, it comes about. Look, you did what you did. She was like, I gotta take responsibility for it. So, and not only that, I know you're a fraud now.
Yeah.
She's not a Trumper. I don't think she believes she's a Trumper. She may still be Republican, but she's not a Trumper no more. So
Nah.
it just given the fact, like, you know, people know that you're in the wrong, but it just seems like nobody don't really want to speak up.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw the story. It was also in the news. A guy, he might be around our age, maybe a little younger. He reported like his dad went and he reported his dad because his dad
Yeah,
actually went. He
that's
reported
the
him,
type
and
of
then
good.
he said what?
It needed that's type that's good because I believe. Cause my mom is the same way. She said, "Hey, Will, you do something out here on these streets, or you do something to a government official, nigga, I'm not saving your ass. Nigga, go ahead and get a bone out of my house. Matter of fact, the police waiting on you because I called them. Go ahead. I'm not hiding you.
That's that's the right
I
thing to
love
do,
you.
though. You
Yeah,
know?
that's the right thing to do though. So for him, for the son to do that to his dad, good on him. Like, nigga, you try to run up in the government and try to get these people to reverse the election results or not
Yeah.
certify them.
And
Nigga, get
apparently,
the fuck out.
hey, and apparently his whole family kind of shunned him for it. And now that his dad's out, he's like, I'm kind of scared because my dad threatened my life because of this. Real
Yeah,
talk. Like the son's a
yeah,
libtard. You know, he's a leftist. He's a leftist. I want to say.
yeah, yeah.
But he definitely he was like, I'm scared because like my family kind of shunned me because of this, and my dad threatened my life. Like, what kind of parent threatens their kid's life? You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
I mean, it happens. It happens. I mean, we black.
I mean, for
We get
something
that
like
every
this
day.
though,
Yeah, yeah,
it's not like he slapped his dad in the face or he cursed him out. Like, he reported his dad for doing something he definitely did.
yeah, yeah,
That was
yeah.
definitely
And not only
illegal.
that, the government was like, "Hey, yo, you know somebody that went." Yeah, it just. I want people to realize that this is going to stay a bad, like you said, a bad president on this entire situation to where both sides are going to start, pardoning people possibly that they shouldn't pardon.
Yeah,
I get, hey, you want to criticize Joe Biden of communities, certain people's sentences that was on federal death row, to life, you know, they would to life without, life in prison, right? Death row to life in prison. That's commutation, right? If you want to criticize that, we can have that discussion. I think it's amazing that Joe did that, but at the same time, he did leave certain people who deserve the death penalty up there. The Boston bombers up there. Your brother,
yeah,
uh, the Charlotte shooter, that shot up the church. Oh boy, and like one other person. So it just goes to show that, hey, you know, he's trying to be somewhat sensible. And not only that, Joe came out like, hey, I condemned them for their crimes. They're serving life without parole. They're not getting out of prison. They're just not getting the death sentence. Now you see kind of Trump. He actually wants to continue it. Actually, he wants to expand upon it, which is actually crazy.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, it just sets a bad marker of what's to come. Because Lord and behold, I know eventually the Dems, once they get somebody in power, or we get a super crazy person in office and they start doing the same shit that Trump is doing, it's gonna be the same dance and pony show.
yeah.
But hopefully people realize it next time around. Then they get okey doke. But then again, this is America. This is the same country that has allowed this man to be president not once but twice.
Twice. Yes, twice.
Um,
First time I understand
and
because of who he was going against. I get it. I get why people did not trust her. But the second time, I mean, just inexcusable, especially to our some of the people that we actually side, that we technically would side with, you know,
yeah,
morals wise, voted for him. Our people free Palestine people, our Hispanics,
which
those
is
people.
crazy. We're gonna talk about them. Hold on, we're gonna talk about them later on in the week. We good. We're gonna talk about them later on in the week because
Well, we get no. Which ones? Which ones?
because with especially immigration because that shit is affecting my job at work. Because we
Oh,
got
that's
a
gonna be
whole we got a whole news page and memo about ICE and shit trying to come in and homeless shelter. So we're gonna talk about that later on in the week, and I'm gonna
oh
show y'all.
yeah,
Hopefully, I can get my hands on the paperwork that we had to sign to say that hey, that we understand this. Um, but yeah, we gonna get into that. But let's back to these comments though. So another judge, Judge Beryl Howell, she blasted also the decisions to drop the charges against the January 6th rioters, saying no grave national injustice occurred. Um, she said no process of national regulation can begin with poor losers who who prefer candidates lose an election or glorified for disrupting a constitutionally mandated proceeding in Congress and doing so with impunity. She's absolutely correct.
yeah,
Um, y'all can't be this Dutch much of lose. You know what Dems did when we lost? We cried about it. I know you got people crying about it online. I was mad about it. A whole bunch of people was mad about it that Kamala lost, but we didn't go storm the fucking Capitol. Now I did see some people saying, "Oh, you know, um, it may have been rigged." I mean, no, but let's face
yeah,
it, I can kind of see why some of the people was thinking that because of what Donald was saying. Like he was, I know Elon has said that he'll know the election results before the night is over, and then Donald was like, "Hey, don't even go worry about go vote if we already got it." That type of shit that does call for fucking concern. However, do I think the election was rigged? No, the motherfucker just run. We just got stupid people in our country.
yeah.
Um, So, with that being said, she is absolutely correct. No injustice occurred with the January 6th rioters who got charged. You committed a crime. Some of y'all committed multiple crimes. Some of y'all actually killed somebody. Well, what are we doing here? Y'all went
Yeah.
in the jury with y'all peers. Y'all got convicted as guilty. You can't get mad. What are we doing here?
Did you hear about the Ontario dude? What's his last name? Is like Ontario, something like that. The guy that was the leader of the Proud Boys, or one of the leaders of the Proud
Mm-hmm.
Boys. The guy, the mixed
I
guy,
heard
or was
something
he
about him.
mixed?
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah,
got he
yeah.
got he got pardoned. He's also a federal op too, which is funny.
Also,
Which is why he
welcome
was.
to all four of y'all who are on screen. Appreciate y'all for being here.
Thank y'all.
Um, but I don't know. Like like it just shows the direction the country is going to where we are saying, hey, it's okay to storm a Capitol building, assault police officers, try to stop a legal proceeding because we didn't like the results because we lost. You could have fathomed that Joe Biden won. I hate to tell y'all this. Just this year, the rankings came out for president, right? Trump is in the bottom three. And this is not me talking. These are fucking historians. I'm talking about people who study the office of the president. There are specific people in the country that studies the presidency. They study presidents. He's in the bottom three. What are we doing? That should have showed you, hey, we shouldn't let this motherfucker again. This is like we don't let we the country elected Herbert Hoover over FDR again. This is what it
Yeah.
is. People are making this decision of Hey, let's go with Herbert Hoover again. Motherfuckers are homeless. Not only that, he didn't do shit about this fucking Great Depression that's going on right now.
Hell nah.
A motherfucking thing. And you know what the people said? You know what? Let's get this motherfucker out. You know what we did as a country this last year? Let's get the motherfucker who mishandled a pandemic that got over 1 million plus people killed and put him back in office. That's not a smart decision making. That's dumb. And people get mad when Americans get mad when they get called dumb. You
Yeah.
make decisions. You price of eggs. Meanwhile, eggs are up 37%.
I was just about to say that. I was about to say that. I was just about to say that. Like, wait, like I was like, hey, I wonder when I haven't seen Trump sign any executive orders for the eggs,
Nah,
huh?
they went up.
Hey, you
He ain't trying.
actually, go ahead.
No, I was about to say like he was supposed to. Kamala had a plan to go after companies who was price gouging. She had it in her plan. Day
Yeah, she
one.
said it.
Day one. I'm signing an executive order going after price gouging. What do you motherfuckers do? La 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 la. I can't hear you. La 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 la. Like that's what collectively what the fuck y'all did. Even during the hurricane, she got on TV. She put out a message. Hey, we watching these hotels, watching these airports. We watching all of y'all raise y'all prices. Y'all gonna get dealt with once we win this fucking election. Y'all gonna get handled. And the people should have been like, instead, it just went over everybody's fucking head and nobody paid attention to that. And now y'all paying 37% more for eggs. Now you got Canada talking about come fuck with us if you want to. We're finna show y'all that we're gonna be about. And once again, we're gonna be in a trade war. We are in a trade
Yeah.
war with China. God forbid we get in a trade war with our second biggest trade partner. China's number one. Canada's number two. What you think is gonna happen? That shit gonna
We
fall back on the Americans.
Where do I think we're gonna have to get the lumber to rebuild all the houses stuff like that in like particularly like
No,
California to say,
I didn't know that Canada sends electricity down to the United States.
hmm,
I did not know that. I said,
yeah,
oh,
I didn't know that
oh,
either.
they control the. We are that's like us talking shit to the light company. We owe them money.
Yeah,
Why are we talking shit to the light company? This shit, no. Stop talking. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, he's talking about trying to make Canada a new state and this and that. Like, bro, whoa, whoa,
I can tell you this now. I can tell you this now. Canada ain't gonna be. We see our healthcare system. That shit is dog doo doo. We don't want that
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
We don't want to be the 51st state. Um, but back to this. These people feeling like it's a big injustice incurred. You lost. You tried to take over the government. You couldn't. Now you call foul play. There was no foul play. They put y'all in front of a jury. Unless you're saying, oh, juries can be biased.
hmm,
Oh, okay. Well, we gonna touch on that right now. But but y'all got put up in front of a jury. They said y'all guilty. Okay. And now y'all praising these pardons and shit. Some people, or I do see a decent amount of Republicans saying this shit shouldn't happen, but it's not enough.
yeah, nowhere near enough.
It's a few solid niggas, but it's not enough. Okay, come on. It's a few bitches that's gonna step, but it's not enough. It's not
Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
This nigga condemned from the rooftops.
yeah, you might have 10% of hard Trump of Trump supporters that are actually like, this is not a good idea. I don't approve of this.
But here's my thing though too, right? Okay. Oh, one of the people got pardoned, right? Tell me why old boy got arrested the same day for gun charges.
Mm, 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 mm.
got arrested the same day on gun charges. He just got out. He just got the pardon. And now you get arrested the same fucking day? That's not a choice. That's a fucking decision. That's a step up from a fucking choice. You made
Yeah.
the collective decision in your mind. Let me go get some things to play with. And you decided, oh, and not only that, you got caught.
Yeah, like getting caught is I think the worst part.
Yeah,
Cause like you
you
could have
got
got away
caught.
with that. You could have got away
You
with that,
got
bro.
caught on gun charges. Now you're going back. You really imagine you being his cellmate, right? You see him walk out that day. You see him come back the same fucking day. Or you hear through the grapevine, oh, this motherfucker's back in jail. He's in county because he got arrested on gun charges. I seen that motherfucker walk out of here at 9 o'clock this morning. He had breakfast and left. You telling me that motherfucker got arrested again? Clown his ass.
Oh, I
Clown his
bet,
ass.
boy, I'd be getting on his ass the entire time I'm in there. Oh my
Dang,
god,
I would have wasted no fucking time.
I might have to
Stop
beat your
fucking
ass for
playing.
that, honestly, because I wish
Yeah,
I had a
yo,
pardon if I was
matter of
him.
fact, to walk back in this bitch, you gotta be jumped in.
Yeah.
Because you made a stupid fucking decision. You had the president of the United States
Pardon you,
pardon you
boy.
for over some shit that you was wrong about, and you got pardoned for it, right? Meanwhile, my boy, you go out and start playing with guns and shit and get caught. What the fuck are we doing here?
Probably gonna have some bad criminals.
It is bad. I think all the Trump people are bad criminals. Bad people, bad criminals, bad everything. Bad Christians, bad built. Just fucking horrible
Damn,
ass fucking people. And
bad
people will
notes.
say, hey, Trump, all the Trump people are not like that. I I I just I don't believe that. I think a good 60 to 70% of y'all are horrible fucking people in some shape or form or fashion in your fucking life. I don't care that you're nice to immigrants and shit. Um, you're not a nice person because you believe in reptilians taking over people. You're not a good person because you think people should pay full price for medicine. We're gonna talk on that. Hold on. What's the news alert?
Yeah,
Oh
dude, look.
shit. No. So I guess Trump talked to the Florida Republicans. It just popped up on my screen.
Oh, what is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna look at it when we're done here. Um, but yeah, man, like, man, what the fuck I was saying? It just fucked that whole alert fucked up my train of thought.
He's talking about Republicans. You said 70 to 76% are
Yeah, oh
bad
yeah, I
people.
think so. Yeah, good 70 to 80, a good 65 to 70% of y'all are bad fucking people. Wholeheartedly. I worked with a lot of Trumpers, right? In my college town when I was working at the only store in town, right, Dillon. Okay. Okay, I worked with this lady. She would talk Spanish to the Spanish speaking people, to the Latinos and Hispanics while coming in the store. When they couldn't speak English, she would speak Spanish to them. But you're talking about somebody who was consistently trashing the same people on a consistent basis. It was the same person that was doing it. She would trash the people coming in. She was like, "Oh, they probably don't speak. Uh, they're probably here illegally. They don't know how to speak English." Bitch, are you serious? This is what we really
Wow.
doing,
Hey,
bro? I know. I know. One time,
it's always those ones.
I even one time I said, "Hey, I was talking about my grandma, or whatever. My grandma worked for the NAACP, right?" I was talking to somebody else without a blink, without a simple, oh really? That's cool. What did she do? Regular ass questions that you ask people when you hear somebody say, "Hey, my grandparent or parent work for the organization, right? Cool. You know what this lady said? Oh, your people must be Democrats.
So what you say?
So you
Okay, that's
saying
crazy.
anybody? So you saying anybody that supports the NAACP is Democrat? Okay, lady, get the fuck out of my face. I was hot. I was ready to get off work after that. I was ready to get off work after that, bro. I said ain't no fucking way. But no, I think all y'all horrible, most of y'all horrible fucking people. It's just in different facets, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like some of y'all horrible fucking people.
I'm be honest. In the words of Malcolm X, in the words of Martin Luther King, but not in the words, not for verbatim. I'm I'm putting my own spin on it a little bit, but the moderate is just as bad. Like those people
Yeah,
who may vote for Trump, but let's say
Bernie,
they
Bernie Bros,
love people or they not,
Bernie
huh?
Bros, Bernie Bros,
Yeah,
Bernie Bros. Y'all in
yeah,
that same fucking boat.
yeah, yeah. Just people like that, man. Like you're not really a good person like you think. Like
Yeah.
you're just as bad as the extremist
No,
if
I
you
think
are in the
those people.
middle.
I think those people are worse because they are putting on a facade that they're good people.
Ooh, yeah,
That's
good
even
one.
worse. I can. You know what? I can trust a motherfucker who tell me who they are the first time and show me instead of motherfuckers who are shifty with their hands. You, you tell the truth for one. You hide it and lie in the back. Can't trust you. Can't trust you at
Yeah,
all. Whatsoever.
yeah. You can't say you support you care for black people, for example, but you vote against their interests
Yeah,
or
like
Hispanic.
people, people,
That
people,
doesn't make you a good person. That doesn't that you
people
can't doesn't work like that.
like people were saying that when they some people was voting because of Palestine, they voted for Trump, right? But you say that you care about so and so people. Why the
That just
fuck would you make
backfired
this
too.
choice? Why the fuck would you make that choice?
That
That's a
backfired too. Can't
choice.
wait till we get to that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Can't
yeah,
wait till we get to
yeah.
that one. Oh boy.
That's a choice. Like these are choices y'all making. Y'all are saying one thing and doing another. Oh, we saying solidarity with black people. Black people are telling y'all not vote for this man because of what he's finna fucking do. He's conning y'all. Y'all still vote for the motherfucker. And he doing the exact same thing that he said he was going to do or he was
Yeah,
lying about.
yeah. And there's nothing and really nothing you can really do about it because these people are
No,
just
at this point, because they control all three phases of government.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
Judicial, legislative, and executive. They control all
executive, yeah.
fucking three. And there's nothing we can do until 2 years from now. Quite literally, we can't do shit until midterms, to 2026.
A lot could change in 2 years, y'all.
Yeah, a
A
lot can
lot.
fucking change. But for the fucking God of me, please stay informed. Please stay in the loop, at least,
Yes.
because
Don't
it's
just
gonna
get in
get
the
bad out here.
election. Yeah, just don't just hop in. Don't just log back in whenever it's like 2028 for the
Yeah,
reelection.
like
Don't do
please
that.
don't, because this motherfucker, this is why I think he got away with winning this time because people once 20, because everybody's in the house, everybody has to pay attention
Yeah.
because we're looking from our phone, we're looking on our news, and we're trapped in the house. It was 2024 with this election. Everybody's out and about. Everybody can not are eligible to not pay attention to certain problems because it's not affecting them.
Yeah.
And that's why I think the American people got misconstrued about this motherfucker.
Yeah, I
He
think
didn't make
they
shit
really
better.
no. Hell no. No, and it's and I'm just waiting for the tariff shit probably won't pass, but part of me hopes it does, so that people can see,
You
you
know
know.
what? You know what? Because I'm a gamer, or whatever, and shit. If it does, we the first person to get affected by it. The Black Hokage was talking about the exact thing. He's been bringing it up multiple times on his stream. How, hey, the move that China is making against us and these fucking tariffs and shit, they're going to affect the gaming industry to the point where we're gonna be paying more for games, physical and digital. We're gonna be
Yeah.
paying more for GPUs. We're gonna be paying more for consoles because guess what? The companies across the fucking sea got to make their fucking money back.
Yeah.
And then Trump, you got Trump talking about, oh, I want to make an external revenue service. This motherfucker still don't understand how fucking tariffs work. Nigga, you supposed to supposedly have a business degree. How the fuck you don't understand economics? I hope you if you
Yeah.
understand
I don't
business,
think he understands. I don't think he understands tariffs. I don't think he understands who kind of picks up the slack of the tariffs, and that's the
tariffs.
consumer. The
Yeah,
consumer suffers, the blow. The one the one who's the foreign business. Yeah, they have to pay tariffs. But all
that's
they gotta
cool.
do is
But
just
guess
raise their
what?
price up.
Price up, and that's what it's gonna make the store raise their price up because now they gotta buy it at a cost that is higher than it was before.
Yep.
So guess what? Who we gonna end up on? Us, the people. Make it make sense. Cause like even my auntie, like she didn't understand tariff. I think like 2 weeks ago. Because mind you, she did vote for Kamala, but she didn't understand tariffs for real. So while my mom she came got me from work or whatever. Hey Will, explain to me, what are tariffs for real? And I had to break it down to her. She go, oh, well that's not good. Exactly.
It's that simple. So and it's literally just that simple. It's that simple. But people don't want to learn. Like people do not want. They don't care. They just do. They do not. They are okay with voting against their own interest.
But here's the thing though, you know that we was cooked right after the election. You have what is a tariff is being a top trending search on Google.
Trending search on Google. Yeah, I remember that.
At that
Oh,
point,
make my head hurt.
we're cooked. But
We are fugazi. We're
yeah,
done.
we done. But y'all, we're done. This is the first episode of Hell Week.
Hell, we
Glad
baby.
that y'all, day one. Glad that y'all came through. Y'all can come see us tomorrow, same time, 6 o'clock. And thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.